Good morning. So I'm headed to the gym, late start. It's Monday. I don't know when I'm gonna consolidate all the videos and post it on YouTube, but it's Monday. It's 21 degrees. It's 8:30 in the morning. I really should have got out of bed 2 hours ago, but here we are. I wanted to talk about this to the camera and to future me watching. But I woke up last night. It was Sunday, so it's like our last night at the restaurant bar that we're open. And I have to pay the pizza guy. We have a pizza night every Tuesday. And over the past 3 weeks, we owe him $335 in materials, and then we're gonna take that off the top and then do a 50-50 split. What it feels like initially is that we're just paying for everything, but that's just a classic business owner thing, and I'm jumping to conclusions without doing any sort of like actual mathematical analysis, which I'll do later. But it kind of reminded me of a lesson that I learned while I was in the Army, and I continue to remind myself about, like, don't jump to conclusions. It sounds obvious. Like, my initial conclusion was someone didn't do the math and now I'm paying for everything, but the actual thing is, hey, it's a great opportunity to continue to market the restaurant, and let's remind ourselves of that, and then let's do it for one more month, and let's reevaluate over 2 months how much money did we actually make versus how much money did we actually spend. Restaurants and bars aren't a money machine initially. It's a learning process about how to create systems and put them in place. Regardless of whether or not I like it, I'm the person responsible for creating these systems and putting them in place, because my business partner is like doing the hard stuff, which is selling the product and being the face of the business, which I am eternally grateful for. So when I think about our situation, which it isn't a bad one, we opened, we made money, we're paying bills, and we're paying people. Like, it's really not bad. But the competitive side of me is, I want to make all this money right now. But the reality is, you have to put in the work. What's his name? The quarterback of the Bills. The Bills lost last night against the Chiefs. I love both teams. I love a good underdog story, and I wanted the Bills to win. But don't tell my in-laws or my family that, number one. Number two, Allen at the end of the game had a quote. I'm going to butcher it, but he said something along the lines of, to be a champion, you need to beat champions, and today they just didn't do that. For me, when I think of it, as corny as it sounds, to reach my goals, to get where, like, what I want in this life, I have to beat the best version of myself. And every single day I have a choice. And honestly, like, not every single day I make the right choice. There's another part of this video where I said I woke up late, I didn't work out, and I'm probably gonna regret it later. And guess what? I did. And I think if I didn't get out and go to the gym, even if it's like an easy workout or whatever workout I'm doing, if I didn't get out of the house and go to the gym and I just went straight to work, I know that conversation with my partner about like bullshit pizza prices would have been really bad, because I, for whatever reason, wouldn't be able to deconstruct the problem in my brain, which would make me frustrated. And every single time, whether it's in the Army or in my business life right now, where I've like gotten frustrated or annoyed or mad, it's because I didn't work out. And I'm so happy to have gotten to this point. And you know, fitness has been like such a big part of my life ever since I was young. But it made me realize that just because you're busy and just because you have a lot on your plate or you're tired or whatever doesn't mean you can stop pursuing like physical fitness. And you hear everyone talking about it, and I guess I'm just gonna be another guy on YouTube talking about that. But before I left the Army, I gained like 30 pounds because I was running the foundation, I was studying for the GRE, I was in the Army dealing with company commander problems, and I felt like I never had time, I never had the space. But the thing is, like, that was the worst performing time of my life ever, like mentally and physically, and I looked horrible. And I'm not saying I look great right now, but like, it was terrible. It was the worst thing I could have done to myself, period. And I will never go back. And I think that's why, like, I'm gonna push and I'm gonna try my best to just get into the gym every single day with a plan until I can get to that point where I'm physically performing at a ridiculous superhuman level, where I can run far, lift heavy, and then go into work and make killer business decisions under immense amounts of stress so consistently that people think I'm just wired differently. People think I'm born different, but in reality, I just train. And I feel like when I'm going through this life and I'm trying to piece together everything I'm trying to do, or everything that we're doing right now, I think that I just need to think about these things or these milestones or the business success as a physical event, because it is at the end of the day. If I'm not physically fit enough to power through, to solve these problems, to lift the weight that I need to lift to support the people that we need to support, then I'm just a weak person and I'm not strong enough, and I need to get strong enough. But that was just a rant. I think it might be the pre-workout talking. My face is itchy. I'm headed to the gym on this beautiful blue sky day in Colorado Springs. Wishing I was out on the mountain, but knowing that if I go out on the mountain, that's the day I'm not working. But time will come. Last night I had an incredible meeting. Next time I'm gonna try and record my meetings better. But last night I had an incredible meeting with the superintendent of schools in Dalaget in the Philippines, the principal of Tabon Elementary School, the volunteer director of operations, or Philippines operations for the Ruth and Brown Foundation. And we talked about the virtual learning hub that we're trying to create in partnership with Cisco and any other company who wants to help fund this. The premise is this: the Roots and Brown Foundation wants to increase access to quality education, and for us, we see a big part of that being increasing access to technology. Because for me, success in the 21st century isn't just like traditional education. It's a hybrid education, bringing in different resources from around the world to show kids, especially in these poor countries, that anything is possible. Like, whatever you create, whatever you think of, whatever you want to do to change the world, you can do it, because we have things like computers. We can code solutions. We can ask AI to help us come up with solutions to big problems that people face. And the more experience or the more knowledge that we can spread on how to utilize this technology, or at least how to be interested in this technology, the better. So for us, it's not about just shoving computers in kids' faces. That's not what it is. For us, the first step is to train educators on a systematic basis all across the Philippines on how to leverage technology. what are the proven solutions to capture children's attention? What are key skills that they need to help us build this? You know, we have the laptops, we have the facility, we have the support of the Department of Education in the Philippines. We have so much going for us. Now we just need this additional piece. So I'm pretty excited about it. The meeting went really well, honestly. Like, it seemed like they're like, yeah, heck yeah, let's go do it, blah blah blah. Fantastic. Yeah, it was a good meeting. I ended the meeting. I went to watch a movie with my wife. She ended up going to bed at 7:30. I couldn't sleep because I drank a Monster while I was working on one of my motorcycles. And then now we're here. This week is going to be weird because we can either I'm going to the Philippines on Saturday or I'm not. And I'm going to give Taryn till Thursday. Taryn's my wife. I'm going to give Taryn till Thursday to tell me whether or not we're going, because it's crazy. She has to prepare for a last minute deployment to somewhere. But that's just military, you know, and we can talk about the military and why I left the Army, and all of that later, but we'll see. Yesterday we also had a great meeting for Unit Apparel Company. I guess, like, the audience right now, you guys don't know what I'm working on specifically, and I think I do owe you guys like a specific video, and this is already getting long. It's 11 minutes of just me talking, but when I start the week off on a good note, and I think a good note is me headed to the gym. I have a lot to say, and I'm excited for this week. I'm working on a couple of different things. We have the potential to make a couple bucks. Hopefully sales are better at the restaurant. We're a step closer to getting our alcohol license. I just got to continue to chip away, not get distracted, and just be the best version of myself I can be every single day. I hope everyone has a fantastic day. It's gonna be a great day. No matter what happens, something good is gonna happen today. I promise that. I promise myself that. And we just gotta go do it. So I hope everyone has a great week, and let's just get after it.